Hello, welcome to Delta NLP Minds Coaching Podcast. Hope you all are doing great. Friends, today the episode is dedicated to all the salespeople around the world. And I'm going to share some very valuable sales tips that I have learned from my line managers and my CEO in my 30 years experience working in sales. Friends, a lot of people actually are afraid of salespeople because salespeople tend to, just get the order and leave it, and that's it. They're not concerned about some of them are not concerned about delivery, some are not concerned about what happens after sales support. There's a team which is handling. So generally speaking, people say that, oh, I don't trust the salespeople. But if you turn the sales as a salespeople to solution provider, then that makes more sense. You are providing solution to the customer. You are their solution partner. It has a more heavy weight than just a sales person. So the few things that I have learned is that, and I read this many years back, that always being 10 minutes early for a sales meeting or a sales call is better than being 1 minute late. Because imagine you reach 10 minutes early. What is the benefit? A, you get to be more comfortable, prepare yourself, and call for their meeting or the person who you want to meet, so that the person knows that you are there on time. But at the same time, if you are late, what will happen is that you'll end up saying sorry, or the person may have got some other engagement. You'll have to probably wait. So it's always best. One of the best option is 10 minutes early rather than 1 minute late. That's the first advice. And we're going to dig into this dig deep into these areas in our next episode. And the second one is dress to impress. It's very important that you really need to dress well. And I have seen, especially for my male friends, they usually, if you see the tie, someone had told me the tie should not be further down to your belt. It should be slightly above your belt. So that's the thumb rule. Now, every culture has got a different way, but I'm just saying an example. So these are just little things which add value. And your shoes should be always polished. So whether it's male, female, make sure your shoes are always polished. Imagine you have just parked your car somewhere in dirt, and there is all the sand, and then you come to the office and you bring the sand along, or you bring the dust along with you, so it's very important to make sure you have some kind of mechanism to making sure that when you get into the sales meeting, you are up to date, dressed to impress, polish your shoes. Very important, especially by looking at the shoes. Sometimes people make some decisions. Actually, you never know. So why to give that chance? The other important factor is that to always carry a notepad and a nice pen. I have seen people carrying the notepad with a $1 pen, which you get in the dollar shops. So friends, it is all not about impressing that, oh, I have this pen, or I have, I'm carrying this beautiful, very expensive. No, it's not a question of that. The question is, elegance makes a difference. And sometimes the problem with the dollar pen is, I'll tell you, you are trying to write and probably the ink is not coming out, and then you try to, shake it, and then ink passes on to somebody else. Could be, anything could happen. And you're there, you have gone for a sales meeting, not a disaster management meeting. So just remember this, preparation is key. And the other thing also very important is that you need to smell well as well, friends. This is what I got an advice from somebody, that sometimes when you go for a meeting, you're rushing for a meeting, and you sweat, and then you don't want people to have that disgusting smell of the sweat. So you want to make sure that you have nice but very elegant. You don't want to have put that heavy perfume that by just sitting around that person you start getting headache. So this is something that you need to kind of take care. And so these are few things which will add value. I know all the salespeople want to close a sale, want to get the commission. But if you want to go a long way in your sales career and be the most successful salesperson, then go for it, where people start talking about you. And there is authenticity, that this person, the reason is very simple. If the person is dressed well, shoes are polished, carries a notebook, smells well, that shows that the salesperson knows how to take care of herself or himself. That means they are also going to be responsible for taking care of their orders, customer orders. So this is a subtle message which goes to the customers, and people appreciate it. So this is something that I would like you to try it out. And one last thing to add to that meeting, please try to send a thank you email to the person who has taken that time to meet you. Who knows, from meeting that person, maybe he will lead you to the decision maker, or you've met the decision maker. But whatever the scenario is, please, friends, send a thank you message, and that will make such a big impact, because very few salespeople do that. So if you want to make a big difference in your career, friends, try it out, these few tips, and see the difference. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, friends. Looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care of yourself. Take care.